You know about the race for governor, and you probably know who you're voting for when it comes to the lieutenant governor and attorney general, but many of the key races in Texas are happening deeper down the ballot. This week, we're checking in with Nexstar reporters around Texas to get a glimpse at the candidates and issues driving voters to the polls in different parts of the state.
Welcome to Amarillo. This election season, there are a couple of big races we're keeping an eye on. The first is for U.S. Representative District 13, where Ronnie Jackson is seeking re-election for the first time. He faces Democratic challenger Kathleen Brown. Jackson was elected in 2020 to replace long-standing Representative Mac Thornberry. Also on our radar is the race for State Representative District 87, where incumbent For Price is facing Libertarian Nick Hearn. Price has served 6 terms in the State House and has been endorsed by Governor Greg Abbott. And a third big race we're watching for is the unopposed race for State Senate District 31. Longtime State Senator Kel Seliger decided against running last year. Kevin Sparks from the Midland area won the Republican primary and will be stepping into Seliger's seat in January. Back to you.
For KMAC News in Lubbock, Texas, I'm Ryan Chandler. Here in West Texas, the election of consequence is the Republican primary. Our state representative Dustin Burrows and state senator Charles Perry are heading back to Austin for the 88th session, along with freshman representative Carl Tepper, who's going to be a new face in the House after filling John Frullo's old seat. But in a county that Donald Trump won by 32 points in 2020, none of them have Democratic challengers. But this year, statewide candidates have recognized more than ever that West Texas and our margins matter. Governor Abbott knows that he can't win out here with just 55%. He needs something closer to 70% to make up the bluer and bluer margins in the big Texas cities. Meanwhile, Beto O'Rourke and his down-ballot Democratic companions have been fighting for every rural red vote. The West Texas margins will be the factor to watch on election night.
I'm Rob Tuke with ABC Big 2 News here in Midland, Odessa. And 3 candidates are hoping to be the next mayor of Midland. It's a race that voters are keeping a close eye on. One of those candidates is former Midland Mayor Jerry Morales. He's facing current City Councilwoman Lori Blanc and Robert Allen Dickinson. Current Midland Mayor Patrick Payton has decided to step down. We've heard from 2 of those candidates so far. Morales says he wants to help Midland continue to grow, while Blanc says she's focused on the appropriate spending of tax money. Here in Midland, I'm Rob Tuke.
I'm KXAN's Grace Reeder here in Austin, Texas. This November, there are 5 Austin City Council seats up for grabs and a whopping nearly 30 people looking to take those spots. But perhaps the most heated race here in Austin is going to be the race for mayor. Austin Mayor Steve Adler will vacate his seat at the end of his term, leaving it open. There are 6 candidates looking to take that spot, including former Austin Mayor and Senator Kirk Watson and Representative Celia Israel. Austin voters will also see a $350 million affordable housing bond on their ballot this year. If passed, it would be the largest housing bond in Austin to date. Reporting from Austin, I'm Grace Reeder, KXAN News.
I'm Derek Garcia in Brownsville. On the ballot is the battle for the border, House District 34 that is, between Republican Mayra Flores and Vicente Gonzalez, the Democrat in the race. Flores won in a special election to finish Democrat Filemon Vela's term when he resigned, but aims to keep the district seat. But because of redistricting, Gonzalez is gunning for the seat and may end up taking it based on voter turnout. Democrats in this district do turn out to vote. For example, when Vela won in 2020, he had 111,000 votes. The Republican in that race, Ray Gonzalez Jr., had 84,000. When Flores won in the special election, she had 14,799 votes. The Democrat in the race, Dan Sanchez, had 12,606 votes. This race has a lot riding on it because the GOP wants to take the border. Will a Democrat take it back, or will the Republicans reign? We'll find out on Election Day.
As you saw, many of the important races for local communities go beyond the top of the ballot, so it's a good idea to know in advance what's at stake before you vote. And there are some important dates coming up soon. Remember, Tuesday is the last day you can register to vote in this election. The first day you can vote early is Monday, October 24th. The early voting period runs through Friday, November 4th, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th.
There are more women dying from childbirth and pregnancy-related causes in this country than there were 30 years ago.
Information that could save mothers' lives in Texas, delayed by the state. We investigate why they're missing the deadline.